Hello guys, I'm very excited to introduce you to this new model from Stability AI, which is Stable LM 12 billion. There are two key features of this model which I really love. First, this model supports GQA or general question answering for just a 12 billion model. That is awesome. Secondly, it natively supports function calling. Now, this table LM12 billion is a pair of powerful 12 billion parameter language models trained on multilingual data in English, Spanish, German, Italian, French, Portuguese, and Dutch, featuring a base and instruction tuned model during release. You can even try this table LM212 billion on Stability AI's website. I will also drop the link to it in video's description. But for this video, we will be checking out what exactly this model is, and then we will be locally installing it on our system, and then we will play around with it. Both of these models, base and instruction tuned, are available for testing on Hugging Face 2 if you want, and there is also a chat version available. They can be utilized non-commercially as well as commercially, but you would need Stability AI's membership. Stable LM 12 billion is designed as an efficient open model tailored for multilingual tasks with smooth performance on widely available hardware. This model can handle a variety of tasks that are typically feasible only for significantly larger models, which often necessitates substantial computational and memory resources such as large mixture of experts. Also, the instruction tuned version features high performance in tool usage and function calling, allowing it to be perfectly suited for various uses, including as central part of retrieval rack systems, which is really amazing. As far as performance is concerned, it is also quite good. They have compared stable LM212 billion to other popular strong language models such as Mixtral 13 billion, Llama 2 13 and 70 billion, Quen 14 billion, Gemma 8.5 billion, Mistral 7 billion, and in comparison to all of these models, stable LM12 billion offers solid performance when tested on zero shot and few shot tasks across general benchmarks, which are outlined in OpenLLM leaderboard. There is a lot of good things happening around this, and I will also quickly show you some of the benchmark information. And these are some of the benchmarks as I just described on empty bench. So this is, you can see 12 billion on empty bench, and average is 68.45, and it has beaten Mistral AI, Zephyr, Gamma, Quen, and also Llama 2 13 billion. Mistral is bit better on this one, but otherwise, all in all, the overall performance is really good. So this model is an auto-regressive language model based on transformer decoder architecture. Language is mainly English, but other languages are also there. And modern architecture is decoder only transformers. There are 40 layers, 32 heads and 8 kV heads in it. Also, it uses rotary position embedding applied to the first 25% of head embedding dimension for improved throughput. There is also parallel attention and feed forward residual layers with a single input layer norm. There is a lot of other things which are happening in this model, and you can read through this blog post or their Hugging Face model card. As I said, I will drop the link in video's description. Now let me take you to my local system, and then we will get it installed and play around with it. This is my Ubuntu system, and I am running one GPU of 16 GB of VRAM, and my memory is 32 GB, and I'm using Ubuntu 22.04. Let's clear the screen. Make sure that you have transformers and PyTorch installed. If you don't, just do pip install transformers and torch, and it is going to install both of these on your local system. Now let me fire up my Python interpreter. Here, let's import some of the libraries from transformers or torch, and let's specify the base version. So I'm not going to do inference here because this is just a base version, but this is a video to show you how to get it installed. You can install similarly chat version, base version, and then you can start chatting. The instructions are similar. So we have specified our model. Let's That is done. Let's get our tokenizer. So this is our tokenizer for this model. Let's download the model. Model size is around 20 gigs, so make sure that you have it. Okay, sorry, let me clear the screen. I think because this is a base model, so let me try to load it in the 8-bit. And I'm going to show you this instead of editing it so that you would also know that what is happening. Let's try to import again because my GPU is not that uh, beefy, so that is why I have to load it in 8-bit. So let's try to do it. So in this one, I'm going to say load in 8-bit true. This time it should load. See that it is loading on the shards. Hopefully it will work. And I believe there are 5 shards of it. As you can see, 3 are done, 4, 5. And you can ignore this because this is a base version. It is telling you that we need to train this model on a downstream task to be able to do some inference. Okay, so let me press enter a couple of times. And now let's get the tokenizer. That is done. I'm just going to give it a random prompt here. That is done. Let's send the input to the model. Let's put the input to our GPU device, which is CUDA. And now let's generate the output. And don't expect any meaningful output here because it is just a pre-trained base model. It is going to take some time. The model has come back and now let's print out the output. There you go. So of course it's a pre-trained model, but as you can see that you can get it installed locally, then you can fine tune it and train it or whatever you want to do. As soon as I get my hands on its chat model, I will create another video. But if you're looking for a base model for further fine tuning or even use and drag, you can simply use this one. Okay. Now coming back to our model, there is one more thing I wanted to tell you about its training dataset. The dataset is comprised of a filtered mixture of open source large scale datasets available on Hugging Face. And I believe it uses Falcon, Refined Web Extract, Red Pajama data, and the pile without the Book 3 subset and star coder. And they also have supplemented their training with multilingual data from CulturaX and also from its Oscar Corpora. The training infrastructure is quite interesting. It was trained on Stability AI's cluster across 384 NVIDIA H100 GPUs, or basically it was using AWS P5 instances. So this is quite heavy training it has underwent. I'm not sure for how long. I couldn't find that information on their blog post. But anyway, quite a fine model, I would say. Try it out, let me know how you go, and if you are using for any use case, please feel free to share. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.